Greetings for the day, dear students. Today I'll discuss bioenergetics and ATP cycle, and today in this lecture I'll cover chlorophylls, photosystems and cleavage of water. So first of all we have to understand what is photosynthesis. Here is brief outline of this. Overview of the mechanism of photosynthesis, pigments, process of photosynthesis, photophosphorylation, photosystems, dark reactions, C4 and CAM pathway. Now, what is photosynthesis? A process by which autotrophic organisms use light energy to make sugar and oxygen gas from carbon dioxide and water. This all we know. It occurs in chloroplast and organelle in mesophyll of the leaf. Now, what is the mechanism of photosynthesis? It is divided into two phases: light reaction, which includes photolysis of water, and phosphorylation, and the second is dark reaction, that is carbon fixation or Kelvin cycle. Light reactions is light dependent and takes place in grana of chloroplast, and its products is NADPH and ATP. Dark reaction is light independent and occurs in stroma of the chloroplast. Now there are four phases of photosynthesis. Number 1, the light absorption and energy delivery by antenna system. Number 2, primary electron transfer in reaction centers. Number 3, energy stabilization by secondary processes. And number 4, synthesis and export of stable products. First three phases make up the light reaction, and the fourth encompasses the dark reaction. Now, what are pigments? The substances that have the ability to absorb specific wavelengths of light and reflect all others. Pigments are colored, easily excited by light energy. The color we see is the net effect of all the light reflecting back at us. Photosynthetic pigments are of three types. Number 1, chlorophylls, that is chlorophyll A and B. Accessory photosynthetic pigment or carotenoids that include carotene and xanthophyll, and photocabelins. First we will discuss chlorophyll A. It is most important pigment in photosynthesis. It absorbs blue, red and violet wavelengths in the visible spectrum. Its formula is C55H72O5N4Mg. The complex ring structure having two parts, that is head and tail. Head, that is a porphyrin ring. It includes four complex pyrrole rings of carbon and nitrogen. In the center of porphyrin ring, a single magnesium atom is attached to the nitrogen of each pyrrole ring. Maximum absorption by chlorophyll A occurs in blue and red regions. Tail is attached to one of the pyrrole rings. It is a long hydrocarbon phytol C20H39 and anchors chlorophyll molecule in thylakoid membrane. The structure of chlorophyll A is shown in this slide. Now we will discuss chlorophyll B. Its structure is similar to the chlorophyll A, but CH3 is replaced by CHO. So molecular formula is C55H70O6N4Mg. It primarily absorbs blue light. It is used to complement absorption spectrum by extending the range of light wavelengths a photosynthetic organism is able to absorb. What are accessory pigments? They are not directly involved in LDR. They include carotenoid and xanthophylls. Carotenes are hydrocarbons with general molecular formula C40H56. They absorb wavelengths that are not efficiently absorbed by chlorophylls. Carotenoid is yellow to orange in color. Xanthophyll is yellow in color. Carotenoids have two important roles in plants. Number one, they transfer the light energy they capture to chlorophyll to use in the LDR. Second, they protect chlorophyll from photooxidation. Here in this slide, the process of photosynthesis is shown. Process. Photosynthesis occurs in two phases. Phase 1, it includes light reaction and it occurs in grana thylakoid membrane. Phase 2, it is a dark reaction. It occurs in stroma. The reaction is 6CO2 plus 6H2O in presence of sunlight gives rise to C6H12O6 plus 6O2, that is carbon dioxide plus water gives rise to glucose and oxygen. Phase 1, that is light reaction. It is also called light dependent reaction, which certain photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Its occurrence, it occurs in chloroplast, that is grana in thylakoid. Chlorophyll thylakoid traps energy from light and the requirement is light and water, NADP plus ADP plus PI. Production, oxygen, ATP and NADPH are produced. There are two steps. Energy is captured from sunlight and light energy trapped by chlorophyll is used. And step 1, photolysis of water. Water is split into hydrogen ions, electrons and oxygen. The oxygen diffuses out of the chloroplast, that is a byproduct of the reaction, and formation of reduced NADPH, that is a chemical energy. Step 2 is photophosphorylation. The light energy is converted into chemical energy which is temporarily stored in ATP, that is ADP plus PI, inorganic phosphate plus energy. Phase 2, that is dark reaction. The other name is Calvin cycle, light independent reaction and carbon fixation or C3 fixation. It does not require light. The location is, it occurs in stroma of chloroplast and the requirements are ATP plus NADPH as a fuel, carbon dioxide that is taken from air, and the products are glucose, that is a sugar. The steps are CO2 fixation in glucose sugar. The chemical energy stored in ATP and NADPH powers the formation of organic compound, that is glucose, using carbon dioxide. So here is the diagrammatic representation of the reaction. The overall mechanism of this is shown in this slide. Now we come to photophosphorylation. ATP plus P in presence of light and ADP phosphorylation, it gives rise ATP. The definition, the process of photosynthesis, the phosphorylation of ADP to ATP using energy of sunlight is called photophosphorylation. In photophosphorylation, light energy is used to create a high energy electron donor and a lower energy electron acceptor. Electrons then move spontaneously from donor to acceptor through the electron transport chain. Now we come to types of photophosphorylation. There are two types of photophosphorylation. Number 1, cyclic photophosphorylation. Number 2, non-cyclic photophosphorylation. First we will take cyclic photophosphorylation. In bacterial photosynthesis, a single photosystem is involved. When an electron is energized by absorption of light, it is ejected from the photosystem reaction center. The electron then passes down through an electron transport system and finally to the reaction center. The energy released during this electron transport is used to produce ATP. Since the excited electron returns to the reaction center, this mechanism for making ATP is called cyclic photophosphorylation. No reducing power needed for biosynthesis generated in this process. Here this is shown in the form of a diagram, that is cyclic photophosphorylation. Now we will discuss non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Plants and cyanobacteria utilize two photosystems which work sequentially to produce both energy and reducing power. First, a photon of light ejects high electron from photosystem. Second, the electron lost from photosystem second does not return to photosystem second, but it is replaced by an electron generated from the enzymatic splitting of water and the release of oxygen. The electron then travels from excited reaction center of photosystem second down the electron transport chain and finally to the reaction center of the photosystem 1. This transport system generates a photon motive force that is used to produce ATP. Since the excited electron does not return to photosystem second, this mechanism for making ATP is called non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Here the non-cyclic photophosphorylation is shown in the form of this diagram. Thank you. Have a nice day.